Hey, second grade. Today we are going to learn about three-dimensional shapes. Remember, while you're going through this video, you can pause whenever you need to. You can also go back and rewatch the whole video, parts of the video, as many times as you need to help you understand three-dimensional shapes. Our goal today is we are going to be able to identify three-dimensional shapes around us based on their attributes. This is kind of similar to what we did with two-dimensional shapes when we looked at a two-dimensional shape's sides and vertices. So like we looked at squares and we could tell that they were made of 4 sides and 4 vertices. Three-dimensional shapes have 3 different attributes that we are going to look at: faces, edges, and vertices. So a face is kind of what you would think about as a side of a shape, but it's the flat two-dimensional shape that makes up the surface of a three-dimensional shape. For example, I have a rectangular prism here. This rectangle is flat and it is one of the faces of this rectangular prism. The whole thing is made up of different types of rectangles. So that's why it's called a rectangular prism. An edge is where 2 of the faces, so 1, 2, meet up and kind of make a line. So this here is an edge. Here's another edge. A vertice is the point. So like right here or right here. So let's count up how many faces does this rectangular prism have. So it's a good place to start with something that's easy to count, like the 2 big sides. So I'm going to start with 1, 2. Now I'm going to put my finger on this side for 3, and I'll count the rest and I'll stop before I get back to my finger and I don't accidentally overcount how many faces this has. So we have the 2 big sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this rectangular prism has 6 faces. To count the edges, we're going to very carefully go around and count all of the edges where 2 faces meet. So it's easiest to start with 1 face, move around it, and then move to the other side, then look at any that connect those 2 faces. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to flip it over. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm going to count the ones that connect them. 9, 10, 11, 12. So this rectangular prism has 12 edges. If this was written on a piece of paper, as you are counting the edges, which on the paper is like the lines that they've drawn for you, I trace over with my pencil or a highlighter, a light colored marker, to know that I have counted that edge. Kind of similar to how we were showing our work on two-dimensional shapes. Okay. For finding the vertices, I'm going to look for the points of this three-dimensional shape. So I'm going to start here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've counted these. So I'm going to move to the other side, 5, 6, 7, 8. The rectangular prism has 8 vertices. So this is going to be the case for all rectangular prisms. So it doesn't matter that these are a little bit different. They still have 6 faces, 8 vertices, and 12 edges.
Now let's look at some different types of three-dimensional shapes. While we are doing this, feel free to pause and look around your home for examples. Again, this is a rectangular prism. We were just looking at it. It has 6 faces. Remember, the faces are the flat parts. It has 12 edges all the way around. and it has 8 vertices, different points. Now let's look at a different shape. This is a triangular prism because it has triangles making up some of the faces. So here I can see it has 2 triangular faces and 1, 2, 3 rectangular faces. So this is a triangular prism. Count the faces. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 edges. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertices. This is a triangular prism. A special kind of rectangular prism is a cube. So a cube still has the same amount of faces, edges, and vertices as a rectangular prism. But the special thing that makes a cube is that all of the faces are made up of squares. So all of the faces are the exact same size. So a cube has 6 faces, it has 12 edges, and it has 8 vertices, exactly like a rectangular prism. Now let's take a look at cylinders. You've probably seen these before. It was very easy for me to find a few cylinders in my house. All I had to do was check my pantry. A cylinder has 2 faces that are circles, and then it is connected by a curved surface. Because this curved surface is not flat, it does not count as a face. So a cylinder only has 1, 2 faces. And because the flat faces do not connect to each other, there are 0 edges and there are no points on this cylinder, so there are 0 vertices. Now let's look at a sphere. A sphere is a perfectly curved 3-dimensional shape. It does not have any faces because there's no flat areas. It does not have any edges, and it does not have any vertices. It's still a 3-dimensional shape, but we're able to identify it because it has none of these attributes. It is perfectly curved all the way around. I bet you have some spheres in your house. I was able to find a bunch. The last 3-dimensional shape we are going to look at is a cone. Now, this one was harder for me to find objects around my house that were cone-shaped, but I was able to find a few. So a cone you can think of like an ice cream cone. It goes down to a point here and has a circle at the top. So we can use, even though this one isn't a perfect cone, we can still use this Hershey Kiss for our example. So here we see it has a flat circle, but this whole part is curved, so this cone only has one face. And because this face does not connect to another face, it has no edges. But it does come up here to a point, just like my drawing here, so it has one vertex. All right, Let's check out this one. Same thing. Even though this is a funnel and it extends out more, it's still a cone shape. So this is obviously serving a purpose for using in the kitchen, but still it has a flat circle at the top, curved surface all the way around, and then goes down to a point. So now you know our three-dimensional shapes for second grade. Cool thing about three-dimensional shapes is that they are all around you, and oftentimes they are put together to build other things. So go around your house, see what you can find, and let me know what shapes you see.